Black Adam be like, Shazam! Blah, blah, blah. Shazam! Get him! I hit the wrong damn button. Get him, Clayface. Bizarre! Get out of here. Black Adam, finally. I hope they've redone him right. But I just L5'd him. I just maxed all his I think his powers were already all maxed, but he's been L4 forever. I went in and took him to level 80. Well, you know what? I'm going to go a step further. Black Adam. Rebirth. Shazam! Yeah, man, come on, man. I don't care. Get it, baby. Feel the power. Bam. 9100. Black Adam. I'm gonna change the skin real quick too. Now, can you do it for free? I think. Can you? Yeah, there you go. He looks pretty cool like that too. But I like him like this. I like him like that. He looks cool like that. Boom, he's done. My first rebirth. Honestly, I like Black Adam way back in the day, so I went ahead and did it.
Welcome to the Meta Report. I am Hate Mail, and with me today we have Joker, and he is a big fan of Black Adam, so he's very excited about the changes, so we thought it'd be a good week to have him on. It's been a little while, Joker, so I see you have already started playing with Black Adam. I know you had him geared maxed out before this, right?
Yeah. He was actually my first L5, and once I had him there, I took him to G11, hoping that he would be a big force in PvP, which he wasn't.
Yeah.
He made the Lord of the Undead Unliving upgrade events a lot easier to go through, though.
Well, he's so much better than he was. I haven't played with him as much as I was planning on before this podcast, but the matches I have played, I've been really, really happy with the rework so far. The only thing he's missing really is a can't miss. So that's, I mean, and honestly, not every character should have it, but
Yeah,
he can shell out the damage. And it's funny because you'll be playing a match and you don't think you're doing great, and then once he gets a kill, it just seems like that's like a tide turner in the match. So I have a feeling on defense he's going to be pretty good when you start seeing him a little more frequently.
I'm enjoying him offensively, but I've had to field Brainiac as a lead, where there are much better leads that you could match with him for synergy, but unfortunately with the meta right now, it's Brainiac to counter Wonder Girl or nothing. And,
Yeah, he's really squishy. That's his only big knock. He's a glass cannon all the way.
he's not as squishy as he was.
Yeah,
I've seen him take decent hits lately.
yeah, he definitely seems like he stays alive a little longer than he did, but I didn't use him a ton to be honest with you. I used him more for PvE. I tried to get him to work in PvP and realized real quick he wasn't gonna, but now he definitely is a solid character, and if you can protect him, he can shell out the damage. He's so good against Power Girl, which I don't know
Yeah,
why, but lately I've never really been that annoyed with Power Girl, but it just seems like the last couple matches I have, Power Girl gets ramped up to obscene levels and just slaughters my team when I haven't.
yeah,
Because I'm trying to use Wonder Girl. I guess that's the main reason. So he's a good Wonder Girl or Power Girl counter, which is nice.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, just even if Harley's in the other team and you're going to get nailed with that miss, just as AOE, which I used to be so reluctant to use, because like, now this is just going to like do a little smidgen of damage. Now I'm shocked to see how much damage it does. I've got 2 years of training that it's going to do nothing.
Exactly. Yeah, that AOE is increased, and the biggest difference because his main attack always did okay damage. I mean, it does even more now, but
Yeah,
his basic actually does solid damage. It's not insane, but it's quite good. So I'm pretty happy with it, and I like that 20% chance to gain turn meter up too, which
yeah.
is really nice. an additional 20. So I guess it's a 70% chance to gain turn meter then?
Yeah, yeah,
No, wait.
it's,
Okay, no, it's 40% chance to gain 50% turn meter. So it would be 60% chance to gain turn meter up when it's completely max with legendary upgrade. So that's actually better than I thought it was.
yeah, I wasted no time. I went through those upgrade events. I was like, I need 3 more death rings to max him out now that he's got a fifth ability, and I need this now.
Yeah. Yeah, he that fifth ability is nice, which adding the 2 permanent crit chance ups when he kills an enemy and then resetting the cooldown. So if I see somebody at low life, I'll let them stay alive a little longer just to get the kill with him, just to get those because it does seem to make just and resetting Shazam is nice too.
Yeah. For those listening, if you're going to experiment with him, do not pair him with Donna Troy like I did. Those permanent crits are going to go bye-byes.
Exactly. Yeah, I was messing with because Donatori's been my tank of choice for a while now, and I'm like, he doesn't pair great with her. I mean, he does okay. I mean, it speeds him up so he can use his third ability more frequently, which the cooldown on that seems like it's really short because it seems like it's always up.
Yeah, yeah, it's there pretty much every other turn, it feels like. Or, depending on a kill, it's right there.
Yeah.
But uh, now I've been pairing him with Lobo because I got the Brainiac lead going in there. You can pull the taunt right away, and even though he's a tank that's going to miss, when you miss, he's still applying bleeds. So it's doing something for me.
I haven't started yet, but I want to mess with him with Grodd because I really think that those two will pair together with the speed ups and the um, intellect ups that you can gain. Because
Yeah,
when you apply all that intellect up, I think he'll do even more insane damage. Which I think I have a feeling Grodd, him, and Mary when she comes out might be a good pairing. Still special damage flying around, and then maybe just MJ as the final. Do the
yeah,
intellect
that,
downs. That could be a fun team. So one thing I've been struggling with is I can't decide what a good legendary order is for him because I'm really, really torn on all these powers. What would you recommend? Have you given this any
um,
thought yet?
because of his decreased speed, I think the death immunity is a good one right. I'm sorry, the damage immunity is a good one right now. Because even though it's lasting just one turn, his turns are not going as fast as they used to. It used to be pop, killed somebody, death immunity there. I mean damage immunity, and then you have your turn again, and it's wasted. But it actually lingers a little bit this time, which with Wonder Girl and the meta going on right now, that can serve a purpose for him to survive around at least.
I know I've
Uh,
seen a few people saying that they think the three first, but it seems like that's overkill because without when they're at full life, they tend to go to zero, especially if they're the opposite affinity. I guess if you're hitting a physical character, that could be useful getting the extra 75% to kill someone off.
yeah,
The
but if you PVE purposes, yeah, you just want to go for all the speed up, and, turn meter gain, and reset of Shazam.
Yeah,
Um, that'll blow through your upgrade events. But for PvP purposes, yeah, I actually picked the damage immunity first.
yeah, I think the damage immunity, I really think is one. I know some people said that they would leave that one off, but I almost think that one might be one of the best ones because if you're hitting the basic or if you're using his Shazam, his second ability, and then if he does uses lightning strike, if a random enemy is below 50%, which is pretty often, there's going to be one that's below 50% health when you use the AoE, then he'll use
Yeah,
his basic and then get more turn meter up, or have a
yeah,
higher chance to get more turn meter up.
yeah. Now, I completely agree with you on that as well. Just sort of another way of going into it. But you know, him being squishy, I was looking for survivability.
Right. No, I think you're right. I think four might be the first one I'd go with. Maybe go four, 4-1-2-5-3. I almost think three is probably the least important of the bunch.
Mm,
I don't know. That's tough. He's one of the hardest ones. I've been looking at it and looking at it, and I can't decide what I would like to do with him.
yeah. Hey,
So I don't think there's a wrong way to gear him. I might even put that in my notes on my legendary order. Is that you know, good luck. It's whatever you think is best. Because I don't think
Yeah,
none of them are bad, but none of them are like you have to have.
yeah. Because either way, whichever order you're going to go with first, he's going to serve a purpose for the player, whether they're doing upgrade events or PvE campaign modes or walking into PvP because he's versatile now where he really wasn't, and you know you're obviously going to need to have a taunter or somebody in there protecting him in PvP, but whatever options you pick out in there, it's going to serve a purpose in the fight as long as you're getting some kills in,
Yeah, as soon as you get a kill, and that and when you're playing, I would highly recommend if you have a character that isn't an immediate threat and you can leave them alive to let Black Adam get the kill, he'll start
Yeah,
really. I mean, he just goes crazy.
yeah. It's another thing that they'll, I guess, throw some players off is you can't auto with him really because you've got to time it so that he's getting that kill in because it's not like Warfleas where any kill and by anybody's going to pump him up. Adam has to deal the killing shot.
I mean, he still
Yeah,
gets 60% turn meter when an enemy is killed, so it doesn't have to be by him, which I've noticed is, when I've had to kill somebody, he
yeah,
gets sped up. But sometimes that's bad because if you don't want to like, run into an MJ or something, so you gotta be cognizant. Like you said, you can't just. He's not a great auto character. He's much better when you control. But I think he's gonna be when Siege starts. He's gonna be one of the MVPs of the list because we have a big list of blue characters that's gonna be
definitely.
horribly painful. So, especially with
I'm
backroll
happy
teams
to
running
run
around.
Siege for once, and I have somebody that's fully built up for it. All the previous ones I've had to work on a character here and there. But yeah, he's all set and ready to go.
Yeah, I really don't understand why they repeated numerous characters that were in the first Siege. They had Constantine and Red Robin already, so
Yeah,
I can't understand why they repeated characters. When we have over 100 characters, why would you repeat a couple?
I really think that the designers are sadists, and they, they they know Red Robin and Constantine are like the characters you look at and you're like, oh, I don't want to deal with these two guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think they knew if they put Wonder Girl, we would all riot. So they're like, well, what's the next worst thing we could do? So because man,
It's
Red Robin makes you want to kill your. I mean, he's like I think he's. I don't think he's OP. He's a balanced, perfectly balanced character in my mind. But man, he drives you crazy when the AI has him because he double hits in between every single turn.
yeah. And he always manages to tag that character you don't want to lose buffs.
Exactly. So, anything else about Black Adam you want to mention before we wrap
uh,
this one up?
I'm loving him right now. I said in the previous podcast how much I wanted him to be redone, and I'm actually ecstatic that it happened.
Well,
That's it. Thank you, design. It's
and
awesome.
while we're on that topic, so how do you feel? I know some people have mixed feelings about reworks getting reworked again. I'm guessing you have a character out there that you would like to see reworked again. Um,
Let's go for it.
but
Kagi and I have been talking about him off and on, and what my ideas are for him, and I've got it kind of solid how I would like to see him. But yeah, we'll
I wish
see.
they would bring back his old version because his old version I loved.
Yeah, I love the bleeds. I actually love the leader ability of that one too, of tagging on random debuffs to the opponent's team. Uh, it kind of fit his character pretty well. Uh, there's other things I'd love to see in his kit as well, but I'll probably be asking too much.
And do like a third character and do the old version as the third. They could have Joker OG and, instead of CP. So,
CPOG.
the and then also Joker has a thread up on the in-game forum, and I posted the same one on Reddit for asking for feedback. Seems like Warner Brothers is really, I don't know what's going on with them, but they are asking for lots of feedback lately, and really seems like they're very interested in what the community wants and delivering on that. So make sure you're giving your feedback so that you can get the game how you want it to be played.
Absolutely. They are listening and talking to some of them, and they're very interested in knowing what will make everybody happier in the game right now.
Which is awesome. which has brought me back fully. So
Yeah, I think what was going on is that they were taking some time developing how raids were going to fit in and work, and they really, not that they weren't interested, but they were preoccupied working on that before they can fix around anything else that players would be concerned about, because they knew that we wanted raids so badly.
and what we're hearing is this is just the beginning of some new features being rolled out. So I hope to see more to come sooner than later.
Definitely.
All right,
Dark
Joker.
side is.
Awesome having you on.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to this edition of WROL Broadcasts, a subsidiary of the Oddsman and We Are Legends. To view additional content and support the show, please go to patreon.com/WROL Broadcasts.